Film fans of YouTube, hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, your movie apprentice, and today I am looking at All of Us Strangers, based on the novel by Taichi Yamada, and is written and directed by Andrew Haigh. This stars Andrew Scott, Paul Mescal, Jamie Bell, and Claire. All of Us Strangers follows a lonely writer who lives in a nearly abandoned apartment complex in London, but after beginning a relationship with another occupant, he begins to come to terms with who he is and his sexuality, and finds the courage to come out to his parents who he visits now and again. And that is all I'm really going to say about the overarching plot in this, because whilst it's early in the film where the true face of the film shows itself, I will not want to spoil anything going into this. But what I will spoil is go in knowing that you're going to need a comfort meal afterwards, because All of Us Are Strangers, I can't remember the last time I saw a movie that got me tearing up within the first half hour. The earliest example I can think of is maybe Up, but that is the opening montage of A Whole Life. This is a simple conversation that got me, and I will say it's my favourite scene in the movie as well. It is just a conversation, but the undertones within that conversation and the commanding performances within it are enough to get the waterworks flowing, and that is the biggest testament I can give to this movie, is that all our key players in this small cast are all fantastic and bringing their A game. One thing that's guaranteed is if Paul Mescal is in a movie, you're gonna feel devastated and emotionally wrecked by the end of the movie. And whilst he is not the main character in this, Paul Mescal is showing why he is definitely going to be one to watch for years to come. This man just screams actor, and he eats up the screen whenever he is on it. But it is heavily carried by Andrew Scott's very subtle and down performance. This is a person that doesn't care about himself. This is a person that is full of regret. He is full of grief, and he has struggled for years, and the conversations that he has with his parents, played by Clair and Jamie Bell, are fantastic, and they just feel raw and real. And that is the biggest thing about this movie, is just the way all the actors bring this emotionally devastating script to life. Claire and Jamie Bell are fantastic, and even deliver some laughs in the most devastating moments within the film itself. I will say that I did have some qualms with the film, but they were more personal things, like there is no way an apartment block with that view of the London skyline is going to be mostly empty. And I will say there is some ambiguity to the movie as well. When everything wraps up and we get a full picture of everything, you lead to question Andrew Scott's character just a little bit. The big theme of the festival was grief, and yeah, this was another film I did see at the London Film Festival. This was the film that really encompassed that theme of grief and dealing with it in one particular movie. It is shot beautifully as well. The cinematography is really well done. I love the pacing of the movie. It never overstays its welcome. It knows when to punctuate some comedy and some humour within it, just to break up this endless wave of just bleakness that fills the film's runtime. It is a beautiful love story, and it feels very personal in the way it depicts romances and how they play out, and the conversations that we have with those that we truly open ourselves up to. It is very well executed in that fact. It is one of those movies that I am really glad that I saw, but will I go out my way to watch it again? I think I will, but it's going to be one of those rare occasion kind of movies. It was definitely a heavy watch for first thing in the morning. Our screening for it was about 8:30 in the morning. If you have ever had issues with coming out and being true to yourself, or you've had to deal with the grief of losing a relative or a loved one or a friend, it really hits home. Or even if you just are a lonely person and don't care about yourself sometimes, this will hit all the right notes for you and gives us some of the most emotionally powerful scenes that cinema can offer. Before I get into my grade, if you do like what you're seeing on the channel, consider clicking that like button and subscribing for more video reviews coming like this, coming all the time. There is a lot more coming up this week, so I do hope you stay tuned for that. But until then, let's get into the grade. All of Us Strangers is an actor's movie. This is carried by a solid script and a powerful bunch of performances across the board, from our lead Andrew Scott to all supports in Paul Mescal, Clair, and Jamie Bell. All of them do a fantastic job and all of them feel like real people, and even the comedy is very well placed. I can't recommend this movie enough. It won't get my highest rating because it's not one of those movies that completely stole my heart, but it is one that is definitely worth a watch, but I will warn it is a hard watch. I'm going to have to say that All of Us Strangers is a great cup of tea. So All of Us Strangers, have you seen it? If you have, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments below. Again, you like what you're seeing on the channel, click the like button, subscribe for more video reviews coming like this all the time. Coming up, we have reviews of stop motion, as well as several other films from London Film Festival, and Bottoms as well, as I would love to talk about that one. But until next time, everybody, my name is Josh, I'm the Movie Apprentice, and I'll see you all in the next video.